Good morning, and in this video we are going to be going over the process for taking things out of the feed channel and putting them into Social Studio and then to shared content within Social Studio. So a little bit of background. This is actually something that we had been doing in the past. Last year we were doing it. We kind of got away from doing it over the summer, and because we had limited personnel during the summer, but we're trying to get back into it. So, I'm going to show you how. Sorry if I glance off to the side there. I have a monitor over there, so I may look over there from time to time. I'm not even sure if you can see this video, to be honest, but here we go. I'm going to share my screen. There we go. And all right, so this is the DME channel, or DME workspace right here. Most of you that are watching this should have access to it. If you do not, let me know, and I will, as long as your department head requests it, I will get you access to it. All right, so this is the feed channel in Slack. Notice this says #feed, and we have this connected via RSS feed, which is why it's called feed, to the Vantage Point blog. And that is how these things are ending up here in Social Studio. I don't know what all Ray has done. Ray is on our team. Well, no, I don't want to waste efforts here. So let's go with one that has recently published, just so I know that I'm not accidentally putting something that he's already taken care of. But here is an example of something that we want to transfer over into Social Studio. So this is a brand new post, right? Veteran parents welcomed at drive-through baby shower. Okay, so I want that to show up on the calendar. I don't know where on the calendar, but I do want it to go on the calendar. So let's see what we got scheduled. Facebook. This is going to be Veteran of the Day. Yeah. Okay, so that's not one of them. Check this one out. Scheduled hemoglobin. So that is from. I thought I went past that. Yeah, that's from here. So notice nobody actually posted that. I think. Like usually when you take something and transfer it over into Social Studio, you're supposed to add a comment on it saying that you've done so. Basically, you say that you scheduled it and what day and time you scheduled it and what platforms. So this one is Facebook. It's probably on Twitter as well. Yeah, that's probably it. I'm just assuming. And let's see. It was scheduled by Reynaldo Leal. So he did that yesterday. Yeah, it was 19 hours ago. So and I just checked that one. Silly. Let's see, what else was this? Despite the risk, nurse answers the call. Okay, despite the risk, nurse answers the call. And I'm pretty sure I saw that one in the feed also. Where was that? Despite the risk. Darn it, I think I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, there we go. So you see some of the, well, a lot of these posts, they're blog posts on the Vantage Point blog, which is the official blog of the VA. And obviously we want to promote our own stuff, right? So that's why they're ending up in Social Studio. But lately, Ray has been transferring those, but we need you guys to take up this work so that he can do other stuff. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this one. I don't think he's gotten it yet. It published today at 9. And if he did get to it already, then I guess we're wasting our time. But I don't think he did it yet. So I want that to go over here. So I'm going to click here, go to Facebook post. And over here, it's actually pretty easy. Notice right here you have words. The VA Sierra Nevada Healthcare System hosted their 3rd annual baby shower. This year is a drive-through event. Staff volunteered. Families were near tears, a special gift from their VA family. All right, right-click, copy, and here's content. I'm just going to paste it here. Also, you want to choose the Facebook account that you're going to publish to. And then you want to get that hyperlink. So this is the hyperlink right here, https www.blog.va.gov/ all of this stuff, right? So right-click that, copy the link address, go over here, paste it, and then here's a very important step. You have to hit the Enter key because that forces Social Studio to go out and fetch the thumbnail and fetch the meta description information. Another thing that you should know is that once Social Studio goes out and grabs that info and imports it, this right here, this picture is going to be hyperlinked. Okay, so you no longer need this hyperlink in here. You can get rid of it. And now this thing is pretty much ready to post. However, there are a couple of things that we want to do. First, I like to put a call to action, maybe learn more, you know. Next, we should have some labels. It's very good practice to always put labels. So this one is, it's Vantage Point. Vantage Point, so that's a label. So that's from Vantage Point. I'm going to send it to shared content. Also, this is publishing on Facebook. Let's do hashtag Facebook. It just shows up better in shared content when we do that. What is this about? Volunteers. All right, so volunteers. Volunteering. Okay, fine. Volunteering. Sierra Nevada Healthcare System annual baby shower. Families. All right. Well, I think that's about all we can really come up with, unless I want to go dig into the article itself and read it, and you can see if there's any other topics. These labels are all behind the scenes. Nobody's going to actually see them other than VA employees, so you don't have to worry. Obviously, you want them to be professional because we work in a professional environment. However, you don't have to worry that somebody on Facebook is going to see two shared content right here. So I think we got the labels good to go. We put the platform because when we add it to shared content, sometimes it's hard to see what platform this content was created for, so it's good to actually have the platform as a label because that's like another indication of where it's supposed to go. So I want this to be scheduled first from Social Studio, not scheduled to Facebook. Don't do that. Don't do send as unpublished. And don't publish it right now. You can't anyway because you don't have the ability. And I'm scheduling it for 4:30 p.m. and that is today. Let's see, don't have to worry about any of this other stuff, and go ahead and you would normally, I could schedule it from Social Studio, but you would have to save it as a draft. So I'm going to do what you would do so you can see. It will kick you over to your drafts folder here. I really hope my audio is turned on. I think it is. I think I'm good. All right, so now we're in our drafts folder, but if we go back to our calendar, we will see, sorry, itchy nose. We will see that here it is at 4:30 p.m. All right, so Facebook is good to go. And then the next step here is that we need to send it to shared content. So I have created it on Facebook, and now, even though it's only in a draft form, I can already share it to shared content. So share content, notice it already has a text, it already has a link, it's got the thumbnail, it's got the headline, it's got the description, like the text, the description's got the URL. So even though we deleted the URL, it carried it forward. It's got all of our labels, and we're just gonna go to share with and just select all of them. That's easy. Sorry, I got a picture in the way here. Move that silly picture. All right, and I'm gonna click apply. So now I'm sharing it with 203, the 21 North California, and everyone else. And I don't need to worry about comments, setting enable date, or setting disable date. And notice hashtag Facebook is right up front because it puts them in alphabetical order. And that will help people understand that this is a Facebook post and they should share it on Facebook. Did I get this in the right spot? Yeah. No. Okay, cool. And now I'm going to save it. Boom. And that will shoot it out to all of the workspaces across VA. hopefully you didn't screw it up when you did this, because now you have 202 workspaces that have your content in them. All right, so now that I have scheduled that, I will go over here and I will make a comment on this thread. So I comment on this post, I start a thread, reply in a thread, and say sched FB 4:30 p.m. 9/10/20. Of course, I'm getting a call right now. In the middle of this? Hold on, let me. All right, so that happened. So now it is scheduled for Facebook at 4:30 p.m. on September 10th, 2020. And so I made that comment. Next, I want to schedule the tweet. So let's go take a look at one of the other tweets that have been scheduled. So you take a look at this. Despite the risk, VA nurse answers the call. So this one is a little bit different. Oh, darn it. Sorry, my little sharing notification. Go away. All right. Despite the risk, VA nurse answers the call. Well, that's pretty short, but okay. Despite the risk, VA nurse answers the call. Link via #VantagePoint. So that's really all there is to it. You don't have to copy the description, the description of the post. So let's go ahead and start up a tweet here and just put it right with the Facebook post. That way they should be right together. Don't have one scheduled for 4:30 and another one scheduled for 6:30. Put them right next to each other, because that way it's easier for us to tell just at a glance. Hey, these two are both right here. We've scheduled them both. So we clicked on the calendar for 4:30, and we're gonna click on tweet, and I'm gonna choose post 2. And remember that all they used for this one was the title of the post. So that's all we're going to use here. Veteran parents welcomed at drive-through baby shower. So we can actually just click through to this post. It might make it easier. Veteran parents welcomed at drive-through baby shower. Copy that. Go over to our tweet that we're building. Paste it. And then space. And now we need the link. So let's get that. Oops, silly. It's the wrong one. All right. We can get that from here, or we can get that from the feed like we did before. We could just right-click this and copy it. So it's two different ways to get the same information, but space, Control-V. So title, link, space, via, oops, and then caps for some reason, via, space, and let's double check the way that it was done the last time. I just want to make sure I'm advising you correctly here. This is how Ray does it. So via space #VantagePoint. So let me just copy that. It's not hard to type, but whatever. Anyway, via #VantagePoint. All right, so now we got that. And then if we can, man, everybody's calling me right now. All right, so let's see. This was hashtag. We want Twitter. We want the platform to be on there. Twitter. Volunteer, right? Volunteering. VantagePoint. And 2 shared content. So those are the ones that we had on the previous one. So Twitter, volunteering, VantagePoint, 2 shared content. Anything from VantagePoint, you want the VantagePoint label. Anything that you're going to send to shared content, you want 2 shared content. Then we go through here, and we're going to go ahead, like I said before, we're going to save this as a draft. So save as draft. And then, so veteran parents welcomed at drive-through baby shower. Cool. And we can double check the link just to make sure it goes to the right place. Yep, good to go. All right, so back to our calendar. It should be right there next to the other one. Boom, Twitter, draft, veteran parents welcome at drive-through baby shower. All right, so now what's the next step? Click share content. It's already got the text. It's already got the link via hashtag VanishPoint. Good to go. Got all of our labels. And we just got to choose who to share it with. And the answer to who to share it with is everyone. Apply and save. Very simple. And now, one last step, and you can do these both at the same time if you want. If you don't want to have to post twice in here, you can just make it all in one statement. So I got sked, TW for Twitter, 4:30 p.m. 9/10/2020. All right. And then if you're going to do an Instagram story or something, you can do that afterwards. But this is basically indicating that you scheduled this for Facebook, 4:30 p.m. September 10th, 2020, and schedule it for Twitter, 4:30 p.m. September 10th, 2020. And like I said, if you want to put that, if you wanted to say sked FB/TW 4:30 p.m. 9/10/2020, you could do it that way as well. Either way works, just as long as you make sure you notify us that this has been taken care of so that we don't have to worry about it. So specifically that Ray doesn't have to worry about it. And that's basically it. And just to kind of show you what you've done, if I was to go over to my testing workspace and I were to hop into shared content, you'll see that the first thing in here is, here's the Twitter. And notice the Twitter label shows up right in the front as long as you use the hashtag version of it. And here's the Facebook version. And the reason that we do this is because it's not clear from just looking at this post, except for maybe this one, that it's not really obvious, like, hey, is this for Facebook, Instagram, what is this for? It's better if you put the hashtag there so that people can really tell, like, hey, what is this for? And that way when they click use this content, they're like, oh yeah, this was for Facebook, and then they would click Facebook. And then they can just click that and choose their test account and go down to deployment, schedule from Social Studio, and save as a draft. And once they go to their calendar now, boom, they got a draft. And you just basically created content for some VA medical center. And yeah, that's what this is all about. So hopefully that helps. And if you have questions, talk to your department head or your ELT. Thanks.